Well, it was already a crowded field, and now one more contender is jumping into the fray. Former Englewood Cliffs Mayor Mario Kranjak has joined the race for the Republican nomination for governor. The self-proclaimed forever Trumper is an attorney and venture capitalist who says he'd follow in the footsteps of President Trump and Elon Musk if elected. But Kranjak announced his candidacy too late to participate in a GOP primary debate hosted last night at Rider University, which might not be a bad thing. The fiery event between the four frontrunners in the race turned into a gloves-off dogfight, where little policy was discussed. Senior political correspondent David Cruz reports.
CPAs are honest. Paid himself $65,000.
Bill,
Jack,
finish.
really?
Bill.
I got to be honest, Jack. You are embarrassing yourself tonight.
They came looking for a fight, and they got one. The quarrelsome quartet of Republicans vying for the gubernatorial nomination shouted, insulted, and generally argued their way through their first joint debate.
All right, I'm taking over. I'm taking over right now. Joey Fox is next. You guys have got to stop interrupting each other.
What polling there has been on this race suggests that Jack Ciattarelli, the former assemblyman in his third race for governor, and Bill Spadea, the former morning radio show host, have the highest name recognition, while Senator John Bramnick and former Senator Ed Durr came in trying to make an impression.
Do you think the people of New Jersey want the debate to be who loves Donald Trump the most or who loves New Jersey the most?
The only way to fix New Jersey is by doing something different. Well, I'm different.
While the candidates saved plenty of bile for Governor Murphy, they were also forced to address policy issues, and the answers seemed intent on showing Republican voters just how conservative the candidates could be.
I'm not ashamed. I'm pro-life, and I stand by that. And I do not agree with abortion being used as a form of birth control when we have so many options available for birth control.
I am pro-choice with a strong feeling about late-term abortions. I do not support, but I am pro-choice.
I've always supported a woman's right to choose. What I also support is a bill introduced by two of our most conservative state senators called the Pain Threshold Bill that says no abortions after 5 months of pregnancy with reasonable exceptions.
No, we already have the most access to abortions. We are the highest abortion state as a per capita around the country.
There was also discussion about affordable housing and New Jersey transit, where there was mostly agreement, although solutions varied.
Clearly, we should not be telling municipalities you need to build this many units in your town. That is really poor democratic planning.
We should not be building any affordable housing in an area that doesn't have the transportation or the jobs or the water infrastructure, energy infrastructure, transportation infrastructure. We have those places. They're called cities.
I believe the Turnpike, the Parkway, and transit should all be under one authority, the Garden State Transportation Authority, with people appointed by me that know what they're doing to get the job done.
The candidates agreed on ending diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives and giving parents more direct input into school issues, while funneling more state aid to suburban schools under a new school funding formula. They all said that they support the president's mass deportation initiatives and would all, even the heretofore anti-Trump Bramnick, invite President Trump to campaign for them.
I do it because I respect the office of the presidency. As the President of the United States, he hasn't done just bad stuff. He's done some good stuff. Everyone knows I'm not his biggest fan, but when a president does something that's good for New Jersey, I will support him.
That was newsworthy for many observers. Also of note from the debate and the press availability afterwards, Bill Spadea saying he would serve just one term as governor if elected, and Jack Ciattarelli calling for articles of impeachment to be drawn up against Governor Murphy for allegedly harboring an undocumented resident in his Monmouth home, something the governor has walked back in more recent statements. The candidates will meet at least 2 more times before the primary, which is just over 4 months away. I'm David Cruz, NJ Spotlight News.